cannot stop beating time. Praise it does. So he won't have to hear the truth. Woman that he loves. Every day is closer to that dream. Just another shot of whiskey. Just enough to kill the pain. It's just another shot of whiskey. Lonely's riding southbound train. Southbound train. One day I'll walk again by your side. Till then it's got to be just fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Perch at Eastridge High School, a special Spoilybrock Sports Network presentation of Eastridge Volleyball. Mike Spoladoro, easy for me to say, standing alongside of the all-universe Jim Welbrock. Jim, welcome to Eastridge High School.
Well, thanks for that warm welcome, Mike. Always great to be here. You know, volleyball not that far away. If I saw right on the State High School League site, practice can start on the 15th of August. And of course, our college teams also in the same mode here. It's coming up on you quick. Summer, we certainly don't want to wish it away. But after the 4th, there is something mentally that shifts a little bit, and you start thinking about fall activities. You start seeing football teams getting active and other fall sports, volleyball included in that. So this is a good warm-up, I think, for both kids that are playing in college here and maybe some alumni that want to just come out and have a good time, but also important preparation for the high school season that's upcoming.
Game of Queens going on here before us as we warm up, and the players are not going to make it easy on us. I see a couple of the alumni in black, which is going to be tough. Number's a little short. I think I see 1, 2, 3, 4 alumni. So, Jim, get your gym shorts on and get ready to get out there.
Well, I will be on the floor, but I will not be participating in the athletic endeavors here tonight. We'll enjoy the athletes that know how to play this game, and we'll save those that are here in attendance. We have a pretty good crowd from the embarrassment of watching someone who does not know what they're doing. So stick with that.
Well, who says that photographers are not athletic, Jim? I mean,
well, yeah, it's probably working the arms a little bit to hold that lens up. I don't know if you can count that or not, but
I'm glad what I just saw was not visible on camera.
Yes. That's probably a good thing. We'll keep that out of people's vision, and that's why we enjoy the audio aspect of this. And we certainly want to stay away from the lens on that camera, and we'll let you watch these talented athletes instead.
So this is the first ever, I don't know, first ever, certainly in Coach Steve Anderson's history here, first alumni match. And what you'll see here on the court, we have for the high schoolers the returning varsity and JV players that are available against any graduate of Eastridge High School that I don't know, I suppose playing volleyball wasn't a requirement, but
right. Well, I think you're seeing more of this kind of thing. I'm hearing you when you say it might be, and it probably is the first ever alumni match. I'm hearing that about other things. I heard that when we went up to, when I say we, it's Minnesota Morris, when they played a spring tournament back in April up in Mayville State, North Dakota. That's the first time that they'd ever played in a preseason tournament. So I think this sport continues to grow. If I understand it right, it's the #1 sport by participation for girls in the state of Minnesota. And it's growing nationally, you know that for certain. So you're starting to hear more of this. The first time we've done this, and it was received well, and we're going to do it again. So we'll see how this goes tonight, but I think it's all really, really good activities, and we saw a big smash right from Well, I don't
Alexa
know the names.
Dietz.
Yeah, right. What is
From the right side, she generally plays out of the middle. I don't know where she played on club this past year, but that was a smash,
that
Jim.
was a smash straight down.
If that's a good sign of things to come for the Eastridge High School program that got so close last year, ran into the Buzzsaw Wayzata in the state championship match. Proud of these kids, proud of that team, and Jim, that was a fun journey to be on.
It is. It's one that you don't often take. Certain programs may take that journey more often than others, but you really got to appreciate the times when you can make it that deep into the tournament and soak in that entire experience, because you don't know when it's going to come back around again. And I'm sure this team did that. That was a great season, something they can remember, but also build on for the future. Hey, we want to get back to that. We want to make that a regular thing that we do. And what do we have to do to get to that next level to keep us at playing at a high level like that? So that's really good to see.
Yeah, it would be nice, Jim. You know, this high school's nemesis has been Egan, right? Egan had gone to the state tournament since 2013 out of this section, and finally last year Eastridge was able to overcome. It would be nice to pivot the nemesis to beat Wayzata and be focused on Wayzata, a powerhouse of a program over there.
It is, and I think, again, you talk about once you run up against that same barrier that stopped you in the past, but once you can get past that, then that opens up, well, what other kind of barriers could we break down that maybe we haven't been able to do before? And even some programs that would say, wow, we can't imagine ever winning a state title, that's so far out of reach. But as you make those improvements along the stair step up to that, then you start to say, hey, wait a minute, maybe we can do this, maybe we can play with these guys, and we are just as good as they are, and who knows who's going to win on any given day. So I think that's another important thing as a team, is working their way up and improving along.
Absolutely. Looks like the coaches have the girls circled, probably doing some introductions down there. I think we've identified the 5th alumnae. I believe that's Emily Bielka down there in the white shirt. So if my we'll confirm that, of course, but if my intel is correct, Jim, we have Emily Bielka, 2015 graduate of Eastridge High School. Maddie Knupp represents 2019, along with Lindsay Spolidoro and Gabby Eisen, all three of them 2019 grads. And the youngest of the alumnae, Audrey Spolidoro, 2021 grad. So a good showing. To your point earlier, I think this will pick up some momentum, and I think this is it's great. I think it's great for the high schoolers. I think it's fun for the returners, right, to get back together. And saw lots of hugs earlier as people enter the gym. So
well, and that's a lot of it too. We talk about relationships a lot in this sport. And we've talked about it. For instance, one of the club matches we went to, we noticed that our girls went up to some of the teams that they had played from Kansas and Missouri and some of these other states and said, hey, we remember them. We played them last year, and some of that we can't even recall. But, they've kept these friendships going through all the social media ways that you have of keeping track of people these days. You don't know where you're going to run into somebody again. And, of course, when you're playing a sport like this, there's many opportunities for that. Maybe some of these kids will end up coaching someday, and they're going to run into some of the players that they played against in years past. And I think that relationship building, that's like anything else, that's going to follow you your whole life. And the more you put into that, the more you get out of it. So I think that's another great thing that can come out of something like this, where these kids maybe wouldn't have otherwise run into each other.
Yep. And Jim, I'm just playing around here. I'm sure I'm completely altering your board setup, but I know that you have the intelligence to. I
don't think I could remember how it was, and it wouldn't matter anyway. So we're not going to worry about that.
All right. It looks to me that Coach Felicia is in charge of the alumnae. I don't know if that means she will be the 6th participant, or if they'll rotate in some high schoolers. But it looks like things are forming. I see it looks like Kelly Jeffries is joining the crew over there on the alumnae. So, Jim, I think we are close to getting going here. I see an alumnae in the stands. She's carrying child, so she's not going to be participating. Okay, looks like Steve Anderson still coaching. Looks like he's split up the high schoolers, so it looks like we got a pretty broad set of folks here on either side of the court. I am going to have, looks like I guessed incorrectly. I'm going to switch the scoreboard there, so
Fancy.
all you 0 people following along at home can know who is on which side. The advantage of early season, Jim, and not advertising is we get some really good practice with
it is.
very low risk.
It is very low. And you know, maybe one thing we ought to practice is recording this thing. And I think that might be a good thing to do. And I think if you just go to recording and you pick the ones that you want, make sure that the master is picked.
So do you want them individually?
If you do each one individually, you'll get a file for each one, and maybe that's good to see how that works.
Or do you want to try that?
But for sure you want to have that one on, which is good. And then you have to press, I believe you press record, and then you have to press play to get it to start. I think we should work on that because there's going to be a few times where we have no kind of internet, and yet you want to have this thing available for some sort of archive. So.
Well, Jim, I'm going to light things up here, and as we are doing at work, this audio, Jim, is being recorded, so if you are not comfortable with that, you need to hang up the phone. But Jim, it looks like and I'm going to fully admit to all those viewers that I am going to struggle with names. We don't have numbers, and so if I butcher names, please don't be offended. But Alexis Opland starts us off. Spoladoro goes inside to Nupp, tipped over. Opland to McDougal, she punches over. Spoladoro's there. Spoladoro back to Spoladoro. Towel on the ground. Left side, left-handed tip.
Finds an opening on the court there. We talk about some of the big swings are what wow people that are in the gym here, but sometimes it's all about just finding the right spot on the court.
1-0. High schoolers on top. Spoladoro's going to look to Bielka, I think. Swinging attempt by Crimmins. Diving attempt by Tao. Finds the floor. And the Alumnae knot things up at 1. We may be the only scorekeepers here in the building, and I guess I'm okay with that.
Yeah, some will say, well, oh no, you have a scorekeeper down there on the floor.
Oh, looks like I do. Well, we'll keep them honest. Spoladoro puts it into play. Crimmins is there. Opland in the middle to Dietz. Stuff block. Sent over. Eisen. Spoladoro back to Bielka. Big swing. Tau is there. Opland's going to go outside. McDougal. Big swing. Handcuffs Eisen, point. I don't want to call them the high schoolers, Jim. What point Raptors? I guess we'll just call them Raptors.
I think you say
and
Raptors
Alumnae.
and Alumnae. I think that's the way to go.
Right.
That was a great play there, set up by a nice defensive, a great set, just an in-system play all the way down.
Spoladoro to Belfield for the kill through the block. Evens things up for the Alumnae, and I guess it's a combination Alumnae Raptor squad is Belfield helping out. She will be a sophomore next year, in just, I guess, in about a month. Gabby Eisen now going to put the ball in play. Crimmins is there. Opland is going to go outside to Opland. Off the block, Spoladoro to Spoladoro, back to Bielka. Looping shot, no touch. Point Raptors.
Looking for that back line there, but a little bit of extra air on that ball. Sail's just long.
Crimmins now serving into Belfield, Spoladoro, and Eisen. It's Spoladoro to Spoladoro in the middle to Zabulin for the kill. Evens things up for the Alumnae.
Nice fast offense there into the middle. Very hard to defend. Get your blockers back over in place there, and a nice kill.
Bielka to McDougal. Opland's going to go near side. Opland tipped over, popped up by Bielka. But to the floor, point Raptors. Looks like Natalie Gillen back to serve. The lefty sends it over. Eisen is there. Bielka is going to go middle. Zabulin popped over, but Opland is there. Crimmins outside to Opland, going for the line. We don't have lines judges. We don't have officials, but we're going point Raptors.
I thought that was wide, but we certainly aren't going to make judgments from up here on our spot in the perch.
Gillen sends it over. Eisen goes down to get it.
Nice serve there.
I didn't catch the name there. Claire Lammer, maybe? Regardless, point Raptors, and here comes Spoladoro to Bielka. Outside, big swing to the floor, point Alumnae. Again, I'm guessing here that that's Lammer, Claire Lammer, but it'd be nice if she would turn around, because I think they have names, turn around and cut her hair.
Well, you gotta get the hair out of the way too. That was a nice swing there from the left side, finding a good spot to
Jeffries sends it over. Gillen into the middle of Opland. Middle attack by Phipps, dug up. Spoladoro punches it over. Gillen is there. Opland goes outside to Opland, roll shot. Bielka is there. Eisen sets Spoladoro outside. She goes to get it. Can't get it. 4-7 now. The Alumnae trail. Giselle Tao back to serve. Will be Junior. Sends it over strong off the neck cord. Ace serve. Tao. That's just good for 1 point. Twitchy finger gave her 2. 8-4 now. Raptors lead. Tao toss. Sends it over. Jeffries is there. Bielka is going to go back to
Yeah, Lammer is right. You are
We've
right.
confirmed Lammer with the kill. Point. Alumnae.
Another nice play set up by a good first contact. So important in this sport to get your first contact on the ball on whether a serve, receiver, and transition. Get that first ball up. Give your setter a chance to have all the options available. And they did that on the play.
Ace serves the Bullen for the Alumnae. 6-8 now. The margin is 2. Zabulin. Tao is there. Opland going to come near side. McDougall, big swing off the block. Nice play by Lammer to send it over. Opland pushes outside. McDougall goes down the line for the kill.
McDougall strongly down the line there. Couple of big swings getting through the block on that last one. Really a lot of zip on that.
Brings Phipps back to serve. No ball kids here this evening, so a new ball is grabbed. Jeffries to Bielka. Spoladoro with the cut shot.
Nicely done.
Nice shot by the elder Spoladoro, cutting the ball down the net for the kill. 7-9 the score. The middle Spoladoro, Audrey back to serve. Having troubles with the ball. She sends it over. Crimmins is there. Opland is going to run near side of McDougall. Left-handed tip. Spoladoro is there. Eisen to Bielka. Push deep corner. Gillen over on 2. Opland. Spoladoro is there. To Spoladoro. To Bielka. Deep corner. Tao. Opland chases it down. McDougall is going to step into it. Blocked by Knupp. McDougall again, blocked by Knupp. Eisen on the recovery. Spoladoro outside to Spoladoro. Big swing off the block. Gillen is there. McDougall into the net. Seth pushed her back a little bit.
Longest rally we've had here so far. You can see the players getting into it a little bit. Takes you a few minutes, a few points to get going, and getting some nice long rallies here.
Spoladoro sends it over. Opland's going to look near side. McDougall off the block. Spoladoro with the lunge. Can't come up with it. Point Raptors, 8-10 the score.
Sometimes you try to hammer it right through the block. Other times there's other ways to get it through the block, off, hands, down, out. Lots of options there for the hitters.
Spoladoro to Bielka for the kill down the line. Point Alumnae, 9-10 the score. Lindsay Spoladoro back to serve. Sends it down the line, but long. A floater. Took one extra little hop there. Point Raptors. 11-9 they lead. Looks like McDougall back to serve. Trots to the far side of the court. Sends it over. Spoladoro is there to Spoladoro. Back to Bielka. Pops it over. Tough shot. Crimmins is going to look for Opland. Eisen's there. Spoladoro in the middle to Maddie Knupp. Popped over. Crimmins going to look to Opland. She turns to go line off the block. Nice shot That's Kelby Opland hitting. Alexis Opland setting. Sisters all over the place. McDougal now serving 12-9. Drops it in. Eisen goes down to get it. Belfield goes to Spoladoro in the back row. Popped over. McDougal is there. Opland goes back. Punched over by Gillen. Spoladoro is there to Spoladoro. Belfield pops it over. McDougal is there. Opland in the middle. Popped to the deep corner by Dietz. Nice shot. Point Raptors.
Seeing these teams spread the ball around the court, trying different sets, trying different attack points and different shots. Really nice to see the variety.
Eisen, Spoladoro, Bielka. She was running inside, set one outside. Gillen, the lefty, through the arms of Spoladoro. Point Raptors, 14-9 the score. McDougal serving. Belfield sends it over.
There's a little bit of a change-up, I think, on that serve, and it fell in just a little bit in front of the defender there, and it's a point for the Raptors here.
Spoladoro keeps it alive. Eisen sends it over. Deep corner. Crimmins is there. Opland's going to go in the middle. Dietz gets up high. Spoladoro. Eisen. Belfield's going to take a whack off the block. McDougal with the shot, but into the alumni bench. I got the wrong score here. 10-15. Eisen serves. Kelby Opland, Alexis Opland to Gillen. Tip shot over, finds the hole. Point Raptors.
Looked like she was going to line up and take a big swing at that. All of a sudden took everything off of it and just dropped it in. Nicely done.
Crimmins back to serve. Sends it over. Belfield is there. Spoladoro jump set to Zuberlin in the middle. Phipps out of the middle. Bielka. Spoladoro. Bielka from nearly the bleachers. Nice recovery. Middle attack. Spoladoro is there. Eisen to Belfield. Big swing. Diving dig by McDougal. But into the stands. Points Alumnae. 16-11.
Nice job by McDougal there, getting a hand on that ball.
Jeff Knupp here calling for the just a little run. Got to get a little run. Eisen tosses, strikes. Opland is there. To Opland. Back to Opland. Point. Opland. Nope.
Oh,
nice dig by Spoladoro. Spoladoro pushes out the Belfield off the block. Eisen's there. Zabulin helps. Spoladoro wings it over. What do we got?
Yeah.
Nice catch by McDougal, but I think they're wanting a call.
Not generally something you hear in volleyball. Nice catch.
I think the Raptors were looking for 4 contacts. Coach Hobbs, who I'm not sure if he was paying attention or not, down here front row yellow shirt, called a touch. Point goes to Alumnae. 12-16. Bielka puts it in. Crimmins is there. Opland's going to come near side to Opland. Off the block. Spoladoro goes to get it. Bielka sends it up. Zabulin over. Crimmins. Opland. Big swing by Gillen for the kill.
Really nice swing from the right side there by the lefty.
Earns her way back to the service stripe. Natalie Gillen, going to be a junior. Sends it over. Belfield's there. Popped up by Bielka. Lammer sends it over. Opland to Opland. Big swing off the block. Spoladoro goes to get it. Bielka goes outside to Belfield. Big swing off the block. Crimmins on the floor.
What a play.
Opland goes on the floor. Opland sends it over. Belfield. Bielka. Middle attack. Zabulin. Block is there. Eisen covers. Zabulin sends it over. McDougal. Opland runs the slide. Phipps sends it over outside the antenna. Point Alumni. Alumnae. Good point.
You saw almost everything that you would see in volleyball on that exchange, on that rally, as it's called. It's a nice serve to start things out. You had some great defensive plays along the way, good sets, and some exciting attacks. So really a little bit of everything.
Opland, big swing, finds the floor in front of Callie Jeffries. 18-13 now. Raptors on top here. Looks like we got a little munchkin over there thinking the microphone's a toy. might hear some Some stuff going on there. Nice swing by Lammer, but nice dig out by the Raptors. Eisen looking for Spoladoro. She's going to free ball it over. Phipps, Opland, McDougal down the line, but wide. Point, Alumnae.
The Alumnae creeping back into this set here, 14-18.
Zabulin back to serve. Will be sophomore for the Raptors. Was on the state championship runner-up team. Opland goes back to Phipps. Big swing. Finds the floor. Nora Phipps with the kill.
Great job by Opland getting that ball back up out of the net with a nice set, leading to the kill.
19-14 your score. Raptors on top. Phipps sends it over. Jeffries goes down. Lammer nearly catches it. It's on the floor, and the Raptors win the race to 20. Phipps toss, strike. Jeffries is there. Up and Spoladoro try to find it. Can't do so. And the Raptors gain a touchdown advantage. 21-14.
Cut it down to 4, but they've extended it back out here.
Eisen up. Bielka looking for Lammer. Nice swing through the block. Dug up nicely by Phipps. McDougal, big swing. Eisen is there. Bielka is going to look to Spoladoro. Big swing off the block. Phipps is there. Opland's going to go back row to Gillen. Sends it long. Point, Alumnae.
Looking for the line there, and the ball sails on her just a little bit.
Come sail away, as our friends with Kansas would say. Spoladoro grabs the ball in on the floor in front of the net. Trailing 15-21, sends it over, tough serve. Vatawa is there. Opland goes to McDougal. Nice cut, nice dig by Spoladoro. Nup back to Spoladoro, tip shot. Gillen is there. Opland on 2. Pesky net in the way. Point, Alumnae.
You're really seeing some of the talents of these players coming out, the different shots they can put together, and sort of the feints of trying, maybe giving you a look and then doing something different with the ball. Really nice to see.
Slide to Dietz, goes cross court, a little bit wide, and just like that, Jim, it's down to a 4-point margin. Speaking of talents we're seeing on the court, how about talents on the mic?
Mike on the mic and Jim in the gym. We're glad to be here with you folks. I think I got that one right.
A serve. Audrey Spoladoro tightens it up. 18-21 the score here. Alumnae looking to get back in this one. Objects in your mirror may be closer than they appear. Gillen to Crimmins. Crimmins goes high. McDougal free balls it over. Jeffries, Spoladoro, middle attack, not blocked. And to the floor, point, Raptors 22-18 the score.
That one came back off the block really quick, hard to make an adjustment.
Opland goes short, Eisen is there, sends it over. Opland is there. Dietz back set to McDougal. Jeffries, Spoladoro, she's going to go back to Lammer. Nup to Spoladoro to the floor for the kill. 19-22 the score, Jim. And we got a dogfight here down the stretch. Spoladoro with that kill earns her way back to the service stripe. Finds the ball she wants.
You talk about that 3-point margin. If you can keep it over 3, you kind of have a stranglehold on the lead. But down to 3 here, anybody's match, anybody's set.
Lindsay Spoladoro, ace serve. Tightens things up. It's a 2-point ball game, 20-22. Spoladoro at the service line. Sends it over, drops it.
Oh my, took something off of that one. It drops into the campfire.
22-21. Alumnae charging down the stretch. Spoladoro grabbing a breath of oxygen, I think. Here she comes. Sends it over. Tao is there. Opland goes back to McDougal, punched over. Lammer, Spoladoro looking for Belfield. Big swing off of Opland. Recovered by Tao. Crimmins sends it up, not coming over. And Jim, it's deuces. 22-22. Spoladoro at the stripe.
Might be my favorite score in volleyball. It's anybody's set at this point. Nobody has an advantage, but there's only 3 points to go.
Hoplin looking for Gillen. Spoladoro is there. Spoladoro sends it outside to Belfield off the net cord. Nice dig by McDougall. Gillen, big swings. Audrey Spoladoro is there. Eisen looks for Lammer. She's into the block, but Nupp digs it up. Popped over. Raptors want no touch. We're playing on. Punched over by Gillen. Over Eisen to the floor. Point. Raptors, they stop the run. 23-22 now, Jim.
I think you've seen the intensity ratchet up here just a little bit after we got over 20. You might think, well, we're just out here having fun, but I'll tell you what, there's competitive juices flowing here. Everybody wants to win in the end, and when it gets this close, you're going to see some exciting action here.
Eisen, Spoladoro back set to Lamo. Double block there. Spoladoro gets a touch, but set point now for the Raptors, 24-22. And it's McDougall back on the hook. Miscommunication. Ace serve McDougall. Point. Raptors and set.
Just
Raptors.
like that, 3 points to the Raptors. I think I'm going to head down to the floor here for the next set and get a few shots, and we'll
sounds good.
come back and join you here.
We'll leave you with a big thank you to Sam McKay and Easy Reels, the application that brings you this production and broadcast. Sam McKay for all your streaming needs. And Jim, I think we'll take a little break here with the players and the musical sponsors, Spollybrock Sports Network.
And I want to mention a little bit about Chad Johnson, who is our musical sponsor. He also has a band that you'll see around a lot in the South Metro, the Minnesota Tees, the MTs. MNTs stands for Minnesota Transplants because all of the other members of the band come from other places other than Minnesota. Only Chad is originally from here. He has actually made the big jump where he is quitting his day job and going into the music business full time. It was announced just this last week here. So best wishes to Chad Johnson and the MNTs and all of their musical plans that they have coming up here, and we are thrilled to have them as a sponsor.
Well, this is one of our favorite. This is called Southbound Train.
Rounds like words.
Heard again, Chad Johnson Music with Southbound Train. Thank you to Chad Johnson, our musical sponsor, as Jim mentioned. Quitting his day job and going to music full time. We've had the opportunity to talk to Chad a couple times. Great guy. You ever see the Minties, Minnesota Transplants, playing near you? Go check them out. Definitely some shuffling here of resources. We've got a new set of Raptors with the Alumnae. Which means we've got a new set of Raptors playing together. Good for the girls to get some touches together. Do you find it interesting that the Raptors have 8 on their side, the Alumnae, have 9, so maybe a sign of the Elders needing some oxygen. But we're underway now. Lammer, sends it over. Eisen's there. Spolarolo is going to look to Opland. Big swing off the touch. Towel is there. Lammer. Spolarolo to Opland down the line. Lammer gets her hands up, but that is a kill. Kelby Opland. Strong shot down the line. Looks like Lammer's my other setter here. Claire Lammer going to be a senior next year. Opland puts it over. Phipps outside to Gillen. Off the block and popped back over by Alexis Opland. Points Alumnae 2-0 the score. Kelby Opland sends it over. Foul lets it go. It's long. Point Raptors. McDougal trots back, finds a ball she likes out of the basket. He's going to send it to Crimmins, Eisen, and Spolarolo receiving serve. There's Eisen. Crimmins goes outside to Spolarolo. Roll shot finds the campfire. Smart shot by Lindsay Spolarolo, the eldest. Number 3 in the Raptor volleyball program. 2019 grad. Went on to Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa. Dietz sends it over. Towel is there. Lammer to Gillen. Spolarolo, that's Audrey with the receive. Lindsay Spolarolo, tip to the campfire. Point Alumnae. 4-1 now. Early lead for the Alumnae. Alexa Dietz sends it over. Towel is there. Lammer in the middle. Spolarolo dives to dig. Lindsay Spolarolo sends it back over to Opland, who finds the floor. And the Alumnae scrap together a point. 5-1 now. Extend their lead to a 4-point margin. Alexa Dietz. Toss. Strike. Drops it short. Bellfield's there. Lammer to Gillen. Big time shot. Long called. Point Alumnae. 6-1 now the score. Dietz continues at the line. Dietz sends it over. Towel lets it go. It's long. Point Raptors. 6-2 now the score. And both Raptor point off of Alumnae service errors. Maybe. Maybe not. That could have been last set. Regardless, Phipps sends it over. Crimmins is there. Spolarolo is going to go back to Opland. Double block there. That's Belfield and Zabulin. Block party 2. Population 2. 6-3 the score. Nora Phipps back to serve. She sends it over. Eisen is there. Spolarolo sends it out tied to Spolarolo off the block to the floor. Point Alumnae. 7-3 now the score. Looks like Elko reporting in, and she'll serve. We got a front row of Spolarolo, and Nupp. Lindsay and Maddie graduated same year. Bielka sends it over. Lammer pushes it back. McDougal sends it over. Eisen is there. Bielka's going to set Spolarolo on the outside. Nice swing, but I think she was on the wrong side of the antenna. think. What are we calling here? Let's just see where the ball goes. Looks like it was the wrong side of the antenna. Point Raptors, 7-4 the score. Gillen, the lefty, sends it over. Crimmins is there. Bielka is going to go middle to Nupp. Block party 2. That's Belfield and Zabulin again on the stuff block for the point. Raptors 7-5 now. Alumnae clinging to the lead. Eisen pops it up to Bielka. She goes right side. Spoladoro tips it across court. Gillen is there. Trouble. Point Alumnae. 8-5 the score. Lindsay Spoladoro back to serve. Good serve. Gillen goes down to get it. Lammer to Belfield, punched over. Eisen is there. Bielka goes outside. Opland, good cut shot. McDougal with the dig. Back row attack, Gillen. Eisen digs it up nicely. Spoladoro looking for Bielka's going to free ball it over into the corner. Chow is there. Lammer's going to come near side. Belfield big swing. Spoladoro with the dig. Bielka in the middle. Nupp. Not denied this time. Maddie Nupp for the kill out of the middle. And the Alumnae working 9-5 here in set number 2. The Raptors grab set number 1. Spoladoro to serve, pop it over. Gillen goes down to get it. Belfield sends it up. Zabulin free balls it over. Eisen is there. Bielka's going to go to the middle again. Over and up. Kelby Opland sends it up, but that's too many contacts. Point Raptors 9-6. The score. Belfield, strong serve. Eisen is there. Bielka's going to go outside. Opland steps into it. Double block again. This time it's Lammer and Zabulin for the Raptors. Point. Eastridge. Belfield back to serve. Toss, strike, sends it over. Spoladoro is there. Bielka is going to go outside. Opland down the line, but Gillen is there. Lammer comes near side. McDougal, big swing. Eisen sends it up. Spoladoro to Bielka, free ball over. Towel. Lammer inside. Zabulin blocked back. Audrey Spoladoro matting up on the stuff block for the Alumnae. Point. Alumnae 10-7 now. I think the Alumnae giving Zabulin a little taste of her own medicine. This has been a block fest here in set number 2. Matting up, back to serve. Sends it over. Gillen. In the middle of Zabulin. Bielka to Spoladoro, middle attack. Beats off the block, but to the floor. Points Alumnae. 11-7. Alumnae on top. Set number 2. Matting up, back to serve. Approach, sends it over, strong serve. What are we calling? Raptors call it out. What are we doing? Looks like we're going point Raptors. Both matting up and Giselle Tao go back to try to get a ball. Looks like the Raptors win the battle. Giselle Tao. We got some parents here calling for an ace. The Raptors ignore those, please, and Tao sends it over. Opland. Spoladoro steps in it back to Opland. Tip shot to the floor. Points Alumnae. 12-8 now the score. Audrey Spoladoro now back to serve. Spoladoro sends it over. That's Jeffries. Lammer. Free balled over by Gillen. It's wide. Point Alumnae. 13-8 the score. Alumnae by 5. Audrey Spoladoro back to serve. She sends it over strongly. Tao is there. Lammer's going to come near side. McDougal, big swing. Catches the neck board, sends it over. Spoladoro in front of a diving Lindsay Spoladoro for the point. Raptors. Lammer trots back to serve. Sends it over. Opland is there. Spoladoro sends it outside to Alexis Opland. Over on 2. Spoladoro is there. Eisen to Kelby Opland. Tip. Phipps is there. Confusion. McDougal with the swing off the block. Eisen sends it up. Kelby Opland over to Alexis Opland. Tip. Covered. Lammer out of the middle. Phipps with the big swing. The block is there. Tao gets the ball up. Free balled over by Lammer. Eisen. Spoladoro over on 2. Doesn't fool Lammer. Tao's going to go to McDougal. Big swing. Cut shot. Dug up nicely by Opland. Eisen to Spoladoro. She pushes it over. Here comes Lammer. Is going to go to Gillen. Big swing down the line. Point. Raptors 13-10 your score. Power volleyball here at the Perch. Claire Lammer back to serve. She sends it over down the line. Spoladoro is there. That's Lindsay to Audrey Spoladoro. She goes back set to Opland. Big swing. Dug up nicely by Lammer. Free balled over by Gillen. Lindsay Spoladoro. Audrey Spoladoro. Middle Alexa Dietz, excuse me, with the kill. She can elevate, and she got up on that one. Eleanor Crimmins checks in and will serve, leading 14-10. Crimmins to Tao. Lammer in the middle, off the block to the floor. Phipps connects for the Raptor point. 14-11 your score. Kayla McDougal sends it over down the line. Spoladoro is there. Spoladoro back to Opland. Good swing. Trouble on the set. That's 4 contacts. Point Alumnae. Alexa Dietz back to serve, leading 15-11. Alumnae keeping that 4-point margin. Tao is there. Lammer chases it down. Gillen from behind the 10-foot line sends it over. Crimmins is there. Audrey Spoladoro to Lindsay Spoladoro. Roll shot. Dug up by Phipps. Excuse me, Belfield. Crimmins on the dig. Spoladoro to not punched over. McDougal with a nice dig. Lammer's going to go outside. Belfield off the net, off the block. Point Raptors. 15-12 now their score. Nora Phipps trots back. She's going to serve. Down 3. She sends it over. Crimmins is there. Spoladoro hustles to get it. Nup free balls it over. McDougal. Lammer. Zabulin for the kill. Point Raptors. And the lead was 2. Here we go. 15-13. Nora Phipps continues at the service line. She puts it into play. Eisen pops it over and in. I guess we call that a kill. Gabby Eisen, 16-13 your score. Wonder if she saw something there and intentionally went for the over on 1. Not likely, but we're going to give her credit for the creativity. Emily Bielka sends it over. Belfield goes to get it. Lammer goes back door to Gillen, off the block to the 4-point Raptors, 16-14. That's a tight one. Good hustle by Coach Hobbs to send it over to Gillen. She says, thank you, but I got one. Natalie Gillen, the southpaw, going to be junior, sends it over. Eisen is there. Bielka is going to go outside. Spoladoro, roll shot over. Gillen is there. Lammer goes over on 2. Spoladoro is there. Bielka to Lindsay Spoladoro. Cut shot. Nice dig by Belfield. Middle attack. Zabulin. Effective point. Raptors. And the margin is 1. Alumnae 16. Raptors 15. Natalie Gillen looking for the tie. Spoladoro is there. That's Lindsay. Bielka goes to get it. Audrey Spoladoro free balls over. McDougal. Lammer comes near side. Belfield big swing. Now what do we got here? Off the net. Off the touch. Point. I think we're going point Alumnae. I may have seen the antenna in there. Oh, looks like. What do we got here? Nope. Nope, we're going the other way. 16-16. Gillen sends it over. Crimmins. Maddie Knupp out of the middle. Strong attack. Gillen gets a touch on it, but sends it into the bench area. 17-16 now, Alumnae. Spoladoro goes back to serve for real this time. Picks up the ball. Spoladoro sends it over into the net. Tied up. 17-17. Callie Jeffries in. Paige Belfield out. Jeffries to serve, knotted at 17. Off the net cord, Eisen goes down to get it. Spoladoro looks for Opland, 10-foot attack. Tau is there. Lammer's gonna come near side. McDougal off the block, Opland is there. Bielka back to Opland, down the line, off the block, off of Gillen, point. Alumnae kill Kelby Opland. Not to confuse things even more, I think Kelby Opland is wearing Alexis Opland's shirt. Regardless, Maddie Knupp back to serve, leading 18-17. Gillen is there. Lammer's going to go to Zabuin. Big swing through the block. Point. The Raptors, and now it's 18-18. Another tie score here at the Perch. Zeltal finds a ball underneath the bleachers, brings it into play. She's ready. She sends it over. Spoladoro goes to get it. Bielka to Opland. Big swing off the block. McDougal is there. Lammer's going to come back to McDougal. Tips it down the line. Spoladoro is there. Bielka to Eisen. Free ball over. Deep corner. Jeffries is there. Lammer's going to run the slide to Phipps off the block. Bielka is there. Spoladoro's going to set it to Opland. Big swing. Tau punches it up and over. Bielka. Spoladoro in the middle. Dietz off the block to the floor. Nice point there, taken by the Alumnae. Fun one to watch. Good scramble. And Audrey Spoladoro to serve, leading 19-18. Sends it over down the line. Gillen gets handcuffed, but puts it up. Jeffries is looking at McDougal. McDougal sends it to Eisen with a nice dig. Spoladoro to Kelby Opland. But that's popped up by Jeffries. McDougal's going to try a cross-court shot. It's wide. 20-18. The Alumnae win the race to 20. All right, Audrey Spoladoro. She sends it over. Jeffries to Tau. High in the air. McDougal finds the middle of the floor. Lindsay Spoladoro goes to get it. Audrey Spoladoro sets Opland outside. She pops it over. Nice dig. Dietz sends it over on T. Gillen is there. Lammer on two. Spoladoro goes to Eisen. Kelby Opland, big swing down the line. Wide. Point. Raptors 20-19. And it's a tight one. Lammer. She'll be a senior. She sends the ball up and over. Gabby Eisen is there. Spoladoro goes back to Opland. Big swing off the antenna. Point Raptors, and I can see clearly it's 2020. The crystal clear vision point. Lammer continues at the service line, sends it over. Kelby Opland is there. Spoladoro in the middle to Dietz. Single block. Nora Phipps, stuff block. On Alexa Dietz. They're friends on and off the court. They've played together in club teams. That'll be talked about, I'm sure, after the match. Nora Phipps gets that one. I would expect Alexa Dietz to come back with vengeance. Gabby Eisen. Spoladoro is going to go back row to Spoladoro. She pops a deep corner. Tau is there. Lammer to Gillen. Big swing off the block. Gabby, nice recovery. Spoladoro is going to send it up to Kelby Opland. Looking for the campfire. She finds it. 21-21 your score. We're knotted up. Eleanor Crimmins going to serve for the Alumnae. 21-21. Good serve. Jeffries. Lammer goes back to McDougal. Spoladoro tries to get out of the way at the last second, but she touches it. Point. Raptors 22-21 now. Are we going to see the Raptors close like they did in set number one? McDougal sends it over. Lindsay Spoladoro is there. Audrey Spoladoro chases it down. Gabby Eisen sends a deep corner. Tau is there. Lammer is going to come near side to Belfield. in and through the block. Point. Raptors 23-21 your score. Michaela McDougall back to the line. Crimmins, Eisen, and Lindsay Spoladoro in receiving position. This one's going to go to Eisen, to Audrey Spoladoro. Middle attack, Dietz. Nice dig by McDougall. Lammer's going to go back. Sent over. Spoladoro with the block and the set. Spoladoro back to Spoladoro. Down the line off the block. Bellfield's there. Lammer's going to go back to Gillen off the block. Dug out of the net by Phipps. Lammer's going back row Mcdougall. Spoladoro stays out of the way this time. Point. Alumnae, as that shot is long. 22-23. Alumnae trail. They also trail 1-0. Don't know if sets matter, but Alexa Dietz is going to try to tie this one up. McDougall is there. Lammer's going to push it outside. Belfield. Dietz is there. Crimmins looks for Lindsay Spoladoro. Sends it over. McDougall is there. Lammer's in the middle. Popped over. Spoladoro. Dietz. Lindsay Spoladoro. Looping free ball over. Lammer's going to come near side. Belfield. Late block, but it's there out of Nupp. Lammer's going to go back to Gillen. Big swing. Are we calling a net? Yeah, we got a net call. Coach Ulrich. Offensive net violation. I thought I saw it as well. 23-23. Strong attack by Gillen, but catches the net. And it's 23-23. Alexa Dietz is going to put this one in play before anything else can happen. Phipps. Lammer back to Phipps. Into the block. Sent over. Dietz is there. Spoladoro to Spoladoro. Free ball over. Kinds of campfire. Point. Alumnae, and here we go. 1 point away from knotting this thing up 1-1. Alexa Dietz back to serve. She sends it over. Belfield is there. Lammer's going to go back to Gillen. Tip shot over. Dietz goes down to get it. She can't find it. 24-24. And we go to volleyball's version of overtime here. Extra points here. Nora Phipps grabs the ball. Knotted at 24. Sends it over. Eisen is there. Spoladoro is going to go back to Opland. Phipps with the dig. Lammer back to Gillen. She pops it over. Crimmins is there. Spoladoro this time over on 2. Lammer is there. McDougall is going to send it outside to Gillen. Big swing. Spoladoro goes to get it. Crimmins helps out. Lindsay Spoladoro loops it over again in the campfire. Phipps is there this time though. Lammer to McDougall. Loops it over. Crimmins is there. Spoladoro is going to go outside to Lindsay. Spoladoro off the block. Point. Alumnae 25-24. Double set point. Oh, looks like no touch is called. Check that. The Raptors are going to serve for set point number 2. Nora Phipps steps, sends it over. It's short. Eisen is there. Spoladoro to Nupp for the kill out of the middle. 25-25. We play on. Got to win by 2 here. Who's in? Looks like Bielka, Emily Bielka, 2015 grad, played volleyball at the University of Wisconsin River Falls, is going to serve. Tied at 25, sent over. McDougall is there. Lammer's going to look for Sabulin off the block. Spoladoro is there. Bielka goes down to get it, and Eisen sends it over. Tau is there. Lammer is going to go near side to Belfield. Big swing. The block is there, but it falls to the floor. Point. Raptors 26-25. I think Audrey Spoladoro wanting a double called. She's not going to get it. And Natalie Gillen is going to serve for set number 2 and a commanding 2-0 lead. Lindsay Spoladoro to Bielka. Audrey Spoladoro goes down the line for the kill. 26-26. We play on. Lindsay Spoladoro now back to serve. She gets the ball, looks for a sign. 26-26. Spoladoro pops it over, drops it in. Natalie Gillen is there. McDougall outside Belfield, blocked back, but Tau keeps it alive. Gillen sends it over. Lindsay Spoladoro. Bielka outside Opland, big swing. McDougall sends it up high. Tau chases it down. It hit something up top, which changed the trajectory, and it's point. Alumnae, Lindsay Spoladoro serving on the hook for set number 2. Spoladoro pops it over. Tau is there. Lammer's going to go middle. Zabulin. Bielka on the dig. Zabulin sends it over again. Spoladoro to Bielka. She sends it outside to Opland, and it's out. Point Raptors. I think Bielka may have found the net, so either way, point to the Raptors. 27-27. Jeffries sends it over. Eisen is there. Bielka is going to go outside to Opland off the block. McDougall sends it up. Opland to Bielka. In the middle, Maddie Nupp, double block. They're scrambling. They're not going to get it. Point Raptors, and here we go. Set point number 2 for the Raptors. Jeffries sends it over. Spoladoro. Opland. Audrey Spoladoro loops it to the deep corner. It's trouble. Wow, what a play there by Lammer. Opland roll shot. Gillen is there. The excitement mounts. Lammer goes outside. McDougall, big swing off the block. Eisen goes down to get it. Double contact not called. We're playing on. Bielka to Opland, big swing. Jeffries is there. Lammer goes back row to Gillen. That one's long. 28-28 your score. They're letting them play, folks. And by they, there are no officials, so we're just playing. 28-28, Maddie Nupp. Puts it in play. Tau goes down to get it. Lammer goes outside. McDougall, big swing down the line. Bielka gets it up in the air. Maddie Nupp can't chase it down. Point Raptors 29-28. What a battle we have here in set number 2. Giselle Tau now on the hook for the Raptors. Serving 29-28. Spoladoro is there. Bielka is going to send it in the middle to Dietz. Dug up by Gillen, but Lammer can't come up with it. 29-29. Audrey Spoladoro now back to serve. Long, grueling match. Set number 2. Spoladoro sends it over down the line. Gillen is there. Lammer's going to go to McDougall. Big swing. Rolled over. Campfire points. Raptors 30-29 now. And again, the Raptors serving for set number 2. This time it's Claire Lammer that's going to give it a shot.
Play it on the other state team.
Lammer. Lindsay Spoladoro moving a ball out of the way. I don't want anyone hurt. Eisen goes down to get it. Spoladoro to Dietz. Big swing. Nice dig by Jeffries. McDougall, free ball over. Lindsay Spoladoro. Audrey Spoladoro. Quick attack to Alexa Dietz. Ba-boom! Alexa Dietz with the hammer on the A from Audrey Spoladoro. That timing was there on that one. Dad Jeff Dietz looking composed here in the stands, but I think he liked that one. Crimmins sends it over, 30-30. Lammer, Gillen, nice shot. Spoladoro there to Lindsay Spoladoro. Alexis Opland sends it over, but Tau is there. Lammer sends it to Gillen. She free balls it over. Opland going over the corner. We're scrambling here. McDougall steps into one. Crimmins is there. Audrey Spoladoro goes across to Lindsay Spoladoro. She goes to get it. The block is there, but she recovers. Spoladoro on 2. Lammer goes to get it. Tau is going to look for McDougall. Big swing. It's looping. It's long. No touch. 31-30. Alumnae now serving for set number 2. Eleanor Crimmins on the hook for set number 2. Sends it over down the line. McDougall struggle. Ace serve. Eleanor Crimmins. 32-30 your score in set number 2. The Alumnae take this one. And maybe we can check in with our roving reporter courtside, as he had a much different vantage point. Let's see if we can get a hold of one Jim Welbrock. He's trotting up the stairs here. I think he's now reaching into his pocket, I see.
Oh, what a set.
What a set. How was the vantage point from courtside?
Oh, it was intense, let me tell you. I'm sweating, and I'm not even on the game. That was really good. A lot of back and forth, a lot of great plays on both sides.
Yeah, indeed. That was a grudge match of set number 2. Hopefully you got some good photos. We appreciate that.
Oh, I think there's some stuff in there. I think there's some good stuff in there.
All right, very good. Well, what's your plan for set number 3? If there is a set number 3, who knows?
I'm going to go up here and see if I can't get a few looking at the net with this thing.
Okay.
That's never quite as successful, but I think when we've been here before, because of the COVID and all that, the Raptors have always been over here.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can't get that angle ever in any of those matches because, of course, we don't switch sides anymore in volleyball.
That's
so,
right. That's right.
We'll see if we can get a few over there. And it's fun to shoot this sport. It is so difficult to shoot this sport. You hit the timing and you see things happening in front of you and you go, oh, why am I looking at that and not shooting that? It's a fast game. You know, anybody that plays this, you know that already. But those of you who don't play, or maybe you're tuning in for the first time, this is a fast-paced sport that holds your attention, and that's what's so great about it.
Well, there's no better person to shoot photos of the fast-paced sport than the all-universe Jim Welbrock. I think we're going to take a break with the girls here. I need to rest on my voice. That was a grind of a set number 2, and we'll throw some more Chad Johnson music on the line for you. This is a newer song. This one's called What Say You?
Her deception is a new reality. Where she said to him, while with me, how do you turn this off? This anxiety.
One more to 15.
It's coursing through my veins, terrifying me. Each day goes by like an old vintage train. Ready to defeat this last bit of rain. What do I say? What do I do? Can I believe anything that comes out of you? I held you so close while your words held into. I'm not sure if I can. What say you? No more illusions, and I begin to see. How those empty words break from the game. Do I turn my back and on sanity? Oh, you were so close. Is that just naive? What do I say? What do I do? Can I believe anything?
I guess we're back in action here at the Alumnae serving set number 3. Spoleroy goes outside to McDougall. Called out. Alumnae acting like they're going to get the point. It looks like they are going to get the point. I don't know if it was a touch or called in. I'm not sure, but Audrey Spoleroy is going to serve, leading 1-0 here. And I think I overheard a rubber match, or this is going to be the final rubber match. So Spoleroy sends it over. Kremens is there. Opland goes inside to Alexa Dietz. Termination. 1-1 the score here. And we're going to do something that we have not done before as Kelby Opland drops back. We're going to try to get Jim Wilbrock roving and shooting photography at the same time. Lindsay Spoladoro, Audrey Spoladoro. Gillen, that is, playing with the Alumnae, crushes it. Lammer off the net cord, point Alumnae. 2-1 the score. Let's see if we can get Jim Wilbrock live shooting photos as Michaela McDougall sends one into the net. 2-2 the score.
Hello, this is Jim. I can't take your call right now, so leave a message.
Jim pushed me to voicemail. He says, try again, try again. Sorry, my fault. As Crimmins sends it over, tied at 2. Towel. Spoladoro goes back to Gillen. Left-handed shot down the line, good for a kill. Jim, are you with us?
I am now. I clearly don't have the double tap figured out on those earbuds, but I don't use them very often. So.
Well, tell us what you see from high above the perch.
Well, it's of course, as you know, a great place to watch volleyball high up and from the end. I think you get a better sense of what kind of offense the team is running, and you appreciate things like a really good back set that maybe isn't as best viewed from the side. When seen on the end line is really impressive. You can watch the slides develop and kind of watch the team's whole offense. Really nice place to watch the game.
All right, Jim. We're going to let you shoot photos. We're going to welcome another broadcasting member into the booth here. None other than Coach Steve Anderson has joined us in the booth here. Steve, great first Alumnae event.
Yeah, it's good to see familiar faces and get back in the gym, and it's very clear they still got it. So, that last set was pretty fun. The competitive juices were definitely flowing in that.
Yeah, we get 30 plus.
Yeah.
Eisen sends it in the play, drops it into the campfire. Coach can't like seeing that.
Yeah, there might be a little rust out there. But
it's all good. I think it's nice to see the high schoolers get a chance to play with the Alumnae, and it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I think if it can build and we can get some better numbers in years future, I think there's some opportunities that can present themselves when you're getting to interact with girls that used to be in your shoes and now are doing other things in life too, and get going into the workforce and doing that next step. So
that's right. How so the off-season program, you don't really run a program. You run camps during the summer, or what? Tell me about your off-season stuff.
Yeah, no, we've been busy. So basically, since school's been out, we've had something every week except for the week of the 4th. A lot of skills sessions, attackers, ball control, setters, open gyms, and then the 2 weeks surrounding the 4th of July, we have a clinic and then a camp, and huge numbers this year, which is awesome to see. Girls interested. I think the run last year piqued some interest in people, and we had waiting lists for those clinics and camps. So
yeah, that's awesome, and I think success on the court does that to a program, right? And certainly last year was. Well, the last 2 years, the COVID year, you didn't get to play a state tournament, but that team was very strong and had a great shot at getting to the state tournament. Last year actually pulled it off, and good success will grow success.
Yeah.
And when do you get us started officially?
It'd be August 15th would be the first day. This weekend we have most of these girls. The high school girls are going to Concordia for the team camp this weekend.
Okay.
So this is a little tune-up for that to get them on the court playing 6-on-6 together, and that was really good for us last year. Really good competition there. The Lakeville's are both there. Wayzata's there. New Prague, who was in the state tournament in AAA, will be there. So it will be a good time. And obviously those Concordia guys know some volleyball, so it's good to be in their presence.
Fun to see a former connection there, Audrey Spoladoro to Michaela McDougall. That happened a few times a couple years ago.
Yeah. Little side note before this set started, Audrey did request to make sure Mick was on her side in this one. So.
There you have it, folks. Inside volleyball here with the scoop on what's really going on down there. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for putting this on, and it's welcoming us into the building. It's good to be back in the gym. Jim's in the gym shooting photos over there.
Listening in.
He is listening in, yep. He's afraid to talk because he's like chewing gum and shooting pictures at the same time. It's tough on him.
Well, we really appreciate you coming out and documenting this, and this is kind of fun. And so we have people watching from anywhere?
We've got one viewer out there somewhere.
Okay, well, we'll take it.
I did put it on the Varsity channel, so if people go out there, this is out there. I hope you're okay with that.
That's just fine.
Yeah.
That's just fine. So,
All right.
Well,
very
thanks.
good.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for having us. All right, back to action here. Point Raptors is all I can tell you. Jim, how is this listening into the broadcast and trying to shoot pictures and trying to see what kind of pictures you did take?
I like it. It's there's not a boring moment. It's hot up here, I'll tell you that. Holy smokes. I am sweating. I don't know if anybody kind of want to sit next to me after this. But this is a great viewpoint up here.
Awesome.
It's a little bit experimental. The lens I have is actually too long for what I should be doing, but I might get some good stuff out of it. So you don't know if you don't try, and we'll see what comes out of this.
Indeed, and I know you had some concern with some firmware. Anything you've noticed that is not working or working?
I have not.
Something? Okay, well that's great.
No, everything seemed to be good. They could dispel a lot of the rumors if they would just say what it is. Unless it is serious, I get that they might not. But if it's anything mundane, just go ahead and tell people what it is. That would stop some of those ripping on Canham, that's for sure.
That's right. Well, the Raptors, I think, take their first lead of the match here, of the set, 9-8, and I believe, I think I mentioned this is going to be the rubber match. I think they'll play to 25, but I think this is the third. I guess we're calling a touch there. Gillen pops it over. Crimmins to Opland over on 2. Towel goes down. Can't come up with it. Point. Raptors 10-8 now. Kelby Opland. She's back to serve. She goes short. Lindsay Spoladoro's there. Audrey Spoladoro goes back to Michaela McDougall. The block is there. That's Belfield and Dietz. Block party population 2. Point Raptors. Kelby Opland back to serve. Right underneath Jim. Spoladoro to McDougall to Gillen. Free balled over. Opland is there to Opland. Back to Lammer. Push to the deep corner. Lindsay Spoladoro saw the one happening but couldn't get to it. It's onto the floor. 12-8 now. The Raptors opening up, Jim, that 4-point cushion.
Yeah, that ball was just fading into that corner, and Lindsay just unable to make it there. But it's fun to see those things develop from over here. I really can see the movement of the ball.
Short serve finds the bottom of the net, and the Alumnae break the streak. 9-12 now. Michaela McDougall doesn't like that ball. She's going to grab a different one and trot over to her.
Yeah, that's something you don't get to do in a match.
That's right. This isn't my lucky ball. Belfield, Opland. Dietz sends it over. McDougall is there. Spoladoro is going to go back to Gillen. Blocked. Towel is going to go to Lindsay Spoladoro. She shoots it over. Opland is there. To Opland. To Belfield down the line. McDougall is there. Towel makes a valiant effort but can't come up with shot number 2, and it's 13-9 as your Raptors take the point. Eleanor Crimmins back to serve. She sends it over. Phipps is there. Tau to Spoladoro. Roll shot over. Zabulin to Opland. Lammer sends it. Spoladoro is going to push to the right side. Gillen down the line. Big time crush. Down the line, Natalie Gillen for the kill. 10-13 the score.
Oh, man, that's going to be good. What a swing from that right side to the lefty, and we got a good shot of it here. Looking forward to getting that one into the computer.
Yeah. I'm glad you captured that one. Jim, my breaking news here. We have a new entrant into the broadcast booth here. It's none other than Hadley Berger.
Hi.
Hadley, it's great to see you, but I'm a little disturbed to see what's on your foot.
Yeah, I found out a week or two But then as we went into nationals, all of us got back. And in Orlando, we got 9th in the Open, and then in Indy, we got 5th in nationals. So it was a good way to finish.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is fun. That is fun. And your team gelled. How is it here watching next year's team? Are you wishing you were down there?
Yeah,
Looks like
I'm really bummed.
Good group of girls down there.
Yeah, I was wishing I was down there, but I'm excited to get back at it and start with these girls.
Good, good. Oh, it looks like we're playing to 15 and it's over, and the Alumnae take it. So, Hedley, thanks for joining us. Good luck on your recovery,
Thank
and
you.
Yeah, good luck next
Thank
season.
you.
All right, Jim, are you still with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Oh, you're way over on the other side now. So I guess they're playing that third one to 15. The Alumnae take it. Easy Reels crashed with an incoming phone call, so I'm not sure if we caught the end of that or not.
Oh, boy. Well, the challenges of the technical environment.
That's right. That's right. So I don't exactly know what happened, but well, I don't know if we're live, if we're not live, but the good news is this, is that the board is being recorded. And so
Yeah, that's the advantage of that. That's what I've thought in the past when we got these really good interviews, and there'd be an internet challenge of some kind and we couldn't get it back. But if you have a recording, at least you'd have that for the sake of going back. And if you had something really good, it'd be nice to be able to bring that out.
yeah, it looks like we may still be live here. So that would be good.
You guys back on fun to do it. Always good.
Well, the Perch, we got hugs all around. We got Alumnae giving big hugs. We've got players happy to be back in the gym. So it's been fun. It's been good. And looks like the teardown is going to happen with the high schoolers. I think the Alumnae are saying, nope, we're done with teardown time. We don't need to participate in that activity. So.
Yeah, once you have the seniority, you can delegate some of those jobs and decide not to do them. So I guess that makes sense.
Trying to hand out microphones here. We have plenty of open slots. Maybe if we could get some Alumnae up here, that might be interesting dialogue. The Spoladoro sisters, they are trying to stay away from me because they know what this means, I think.
If they're going to get a photo, then I want to go down and get that.
Yeah, you better do that. Don't forget your camera. Looks like we are
No,
looking for a photo. Well, you can talk us through, give us play-by-play on the photo, Jim, as the players loop around. I'll give you play-by-play as you stumble down the stairs. You don't look too sure-footed over there.
Boy, I'm going to watch every step now that I know you probably got the camera trained on me. The photo ops at the end are always something you want to get right. You don't want to cut somebody's head off. You don't want to miss somebody. Makes you feel more pressure in doing that kind of stuff than anything else.
Yeah. Let's see if we can't get zoomed in here and see the action. Looks like, Lana Nupp out there shooting photos. That shouldn't surprise anyone who knows the Nupp family. She is an avid videographer, photography.
We've been that up for a little bit.
Jim wants the net up even though it's looping down. Jim wants to get some photos. He's just stepping in and taking control down there. Jim,
right.
Are you in
Is that
charge?
what you call it?
Well, look at that. He says lead the net up, and people ask how high they should be jumping because they just cranked that baby back up.
Right there. That's nice.
All right. Now you just need some players.
Yep. See you spend the time getting the framing right. Oh, they're all leaving. Well, we'll see here.
Well, it's the Alumnae photo shoot. We got 4 of them, I guess. Well,
you can pixel peep here and make sure that.
Who did we lose here, Jim? Oh no, there's 5 down there. Okay, they were hiding. Good photo. Looks like we're trying to get the high schoolers out. Coach Anderson. Oh, he's going to want the other side. Jim, you better hustle around. No, stay right there. look left, move right. I don't
Don't
have the
say
greatest of
left and
angles.
right.
Don't say left and right, because your left is my
No,
right.
I might get turned around.
All right, take charge, Jim. Make sure they all have a viewing window, and yep, move them left.
I learned this from Dean Newberger. You know, gets everybody lined up and takes a half an hour to get the shot. And we'll do that here.
I think you should also ask the coaches to jump into the next shot, Jim. There's lots of alumni coaches as well. Although Hobbs looks like he's making a run for it.
All right, coaches.
Yep, you just take charge, Jim. You're in charge here. Alumni coaches too. Alumni coaches too. You got to get the alumni coaches.
The other one's over here.
Yep.
Everybody's good.
It's alumni. She's a coach.
All right.
Hobbs hustles in. There we go. There we go. This is good stuff. You're doing good work, Jim. You're doing incredible work. We gotta give you some airtime because we can hear every shutter flash. Is this the 195 shots per second?
No, it's not. This is the electronic shutter, though, so you're not going to hear too much.
Yeah. All right. Well, now, Jim, do you give him permission to take the net down?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I think overall, what a fantastic evening. You know, I think we heard from Coach Steve Anderson. This is the first time. I think momentum will build this thing. It sounds like numbers are great in the program. As we talked about, success will do that, and hopefully the success of this event will get more alumni in for future years. So.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. If this is the first one that we've done, then, hey, you know, that's just going to build things up, and people are going to have a good time. They're going to come back next year, and you have more people because they'll hear about, well, that was fun, and it's good to see old teammates, and you'll attract more people coming next year.
Yeah, this is where we need the second setup with the wheels. I'd love to just come down there and be right there on the court, getting some words. I don't know. Maybe we'll see if the alumni will come up and share some wisdom with us.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Well, yeah, I would. Yeah, if you did remote interviews, you could do it with a mic, I suppose, if we had a good wireless mic, and then just ask the questions, and then in that case, you'd only need the one way. If you had somebody wandering around on the floor doing the interview.
All right, looks like we're going to get the 19ers, 2 of the 3 19ers anyway. I see wobbling up the steps here. All right. Here we go. Joining us in the broadcast booth here, 2 tuckered out alumni, Lindsay Spoladoro and Maddie Knupp. You guys look strong.
But tuckered out.
But
Thanks.
tuckered out. How was it? How was this event? Is the first maybe annual alumni event?
You know, I wasn't sure going into it. We had 5 people.
Yes, we did.
But obviously we won. It was in our favor that we only played 3 sets.
If we had done 5, I don't know if I'd still be standing right now.
Audrey for sure would have.
Yeah, gosh. Great workout, let's just say that.
It was fun how the Coach Anderson worked in some of the high school kids on the alumni side. How was that playing with some of the high school kids, and how do you think they felt playing with you guys?
They looked so youthful and graceful.
Yeah,
they looked just like very refreshed with everything that they did. Their faces were much less pink than mine, I noticed. But they did really good.
They were working hard.
Yeah, I hope they had fun playing with us, and
hope they have a good season this year.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is a really good event because, you know, I think the high schoolers appreciate it, playing with, you know, folks like yourself that have been through the program and now in college, and hopefully you could impart some wisdom in the real-time game playing down there.
Yeah, I was glad that they picked up our slack. I was also happy to be playing with them. So I hope they enjoyed playing with us too. It was fun.
Good, good. Well, we've had our roving reporter taking pictures throughout. Jim, any questions or comments for these fun young ladies that you've been watching for years?
Well, I think we talked about this a little bit, but just, the season is coming, and these are things that you have events like this. You have alumni games, or you have other. I know for Morris, we had a preseason tournament for the first time this year, and we were able to play out in Mayville, North Dakota, and get some people involved. So that was a ton of fun, and I think any of these, it just builds momentum for the season. I'm sure you guys can relate to that it's, the short season to begin with, but if we can have kind of events like these that bring people out and get people to start thinking about the sport, that's got to be a good time for you guys too.
So the question of the hour, would you do it again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good. That's good to hear, because I think this is really good for the program. We had Coach Steve Anderson on, and he's talking about
Famous.
Yeah.
famous Coach Steve Anderson, but he's talking about the program has really gotten some momentum, and they've got tremendous numbers in their the camps were waitlisted this summer. So
Oh, wow.
he's excited about where the future is, and I think having you guys come and work with the kids, even in an event like this, is good and important. So
Go
yeah.
Eastridge.
Go Raptors. Yes, let's get
State this
Wayzata.
season.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for joining us. If there's anyone else that
Thanks
wants
a
to
bunch.
join,
Doesn't look like it.
It would
Okay.
appear, no.
Thank you for
all
having
right.
Thanks.
Yes.
Wonderful
Take
time.
care. Bye.
You might want to wipe these down.
Lindsay
That ain't the
says,
first time they've been sweated on.
yeah. Well, awesome. Jim, I think, I don't know, we're down to 0 viewers. The other night.
Did you get above 0 viewers?
Well, I did, because I turned it on Kara's phone so I could make sure it was coming through. So we had 1 viewer while I was doing that.
All right. Well, hey, that's good.
Well, and I'm
One
sure
is better than 0.
Yeah, one is better than none, even if the one was me. Looks like Audrey is trying to stall and avoid talking to us. Looking down at her phone, pretending we're not here.
Yeah, the great distractor these days. Everybody, if you want to stay incognito or avoid people, you just grab that little black box and look at that.
All right, welcome to the program. Audrey Spoladoro, you look a little red-faced there, kiddo.
No, I don't. I'm in shape.
Well, I mean, these are long days for you, right? You're out the door at 7:30. You're working with kids on the ice, and then you come straight here. It's got to be you got to be a little bit tired.
I'm ready for bed.
So how was that playing with the high school kids a little bit?
It was fun. The competition level's always really high here, so I'm gassed.
You started really strong, standing up strong and firm, and now I'm in shape, and now the truth comes out. We were talking to Steve Anderson a little bit, and he mentioned that the program is really strong, and the success breeds numbers. They've been waitlisted all summer, I think. We talked a little bit about your senior year. Unfortunately, no state tournament, but you guys were on track at the state tournament last year, actually making the state tournament. So, I think that success drives that, and I think events like this help to get the kids visibility into what you guys are doing. And so, thanks for coming out and participating.
I had fun.
Steve also mentioned that there may have been some influence as to the high school crew that joined the alumni for the last set. Any comments on that?
I recruited Michaela.
It was fun. He was on the air when you shot one out to her and she crushed it down, and we commented how a couple years ago we saw quite a bit of that, so it was fun to watch.
Yeah, she's the only one I really played with, right?
I think that's right.
There were a few others, but
yeah, no, I think that's right.
that's why I chose her.
Yeah, no, that's good. And how was it playing with your big sister?
Good.
Yeah.
I blocked her during Queens, during warm-ups.
But no, it was fun to watch, and hopefully you had fun. And is there something going on now?
I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Wasn't there food? No. Guess
No.
everyone left. All right, well, off to dinner then. Thanks for joining us for a brief word here, and it was fun to watch you play.
Thanks for live streaming and pictures. Thanks.
Oh yeah, you bet. Always fun to do.
Bye.
Bye.
How zoomed in is it on me?
Pretty zoomed in. Well, Jim, I guess we could call it a wrap here from.
Yep, good event. Pretty good success, I think, with the tech here, and no firmware screw-ups that I can tell. So, thank you, Canon, for your. Well, I support Canon, I guess. I don't know if it's the other way around, but thank you for the technology that allows us to shoot these great sports, and for all the other tech we got here that lets us bring it to our listening audience and our viewing audience. Much appreciated. Always fun, and boy, if you thought fall was fast approaching. Certainly, I'm not trying to wish summer away. There's plenty of summer left to go here yet. But, man, this season, not far away. And it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I guess we've been remiss without recognizing again Sam McKay and the Easy Reels platform that brings you this. Huge thank you to you, Jim Welbrock, for the masterminding behind this audio portion. Sam takes care of the video portion and some audio, I guess, in there. But it's fun. It's been fun. It's good to be back in the gym, Jim.
Yeah, Mike, glad to have you on the mic and join you on the mic. And we look forward to the fall season. And here we go.
We'll shut things down here. Spoilybrook Sports Network from the Perch, Eastridge High School. And as we are wont to do, we will do some cleanup with letting you listen to Chad Johnson music. This one is called Minnesota Nice.
Good night, folks.
County, 1876. Grayback rebels trying to run the risk, seeking vengeance for their southern pride. Yeah, Jesse James along for the ride. They ride. They ride. September 7th, they rode into town just to take old dames down. Colt 45 strapped across their hips, yeah. JYG etched in the grip, and I often think about when they rode into my town. Will they try to roll the dice? Thinking Minnesota nice. Minnesota nice. Where white dusters 3 walked in the bank, walked out to open sea. Haywood cried, said, "Don't kill me," but that time life won't open till 3. They ride. They ride. They tried to run, they tried to hide. Those old Yankees let the bullets fly. The town folk stood their ground, yeah. Northfield took the James game down.